Aries, welcome to Crow Indigo Intuitive Tarot. This is your weekly read. This is for Sun, Moon, or Rising placement, Aries, and it's a general reading, so it won't resonate with all of you, but if it's not sounding like your life I'm talking about, don't try to force the fit. It is just not your energy I'm picking up on, Aries. So, let's see what we have for you. We're using the Modern Witch Tarot to pull these three, and then we'll pull a couple of clarifiers from the Line Strider Tarot, and then an affirmation card to finish off. We're keeping them short this week, testing a theory that people have lots of long videos to watch with regard to tarot, but not so many short ones. So let's see if this is more popular with you if you like having an option to watch something short. So Aries, Ace of Wands, there's a new opportunity here for you. Some big surge of energy, of creative energy, of desire, of inspiration. There may be a new project on the horizon for you that allows you to really use your creative abilities to express your passion for something. It could be a passionate relationship. With the Ace of Cups coming out next, I have a sense that there may be a new connection that's more about passion than love. It may not be that at all. It may be that you know, your project has the potential for great use of your creativity, but you're feeling a little blocked initially when you start working on that project, because this Cup in reverse can be, you know, a thwarting of that creative, of that energy that brings forth new creation. So, reading the two together, it's interesting because you're inspired, and this week you're sensing that you're feeling more passionate and more inspired than you have in a long time, but you're also feeling a bit blocked and like you've lost something emotionally, like an emotional loss element here. It's almost as though you've met somebody and you're really sparking with them. You know, physically things are really good, but emotionally you're reminded, this new physical connection reminds you of a past emotional connection that you're missing, because this new, at this point in time, and I don't want to say that this is always going to be the case, but at present, this new passionate interest isn't hitting all the same notes as this romantic connection did in the past. That doesn't mean it'll stay that way. That's just kind of the energy you're in this week. With the Knight of Pentacles coming up next, what do we have there? This is adding a note of efficiency, responsibility, focusing on ordinary day-to-day stuff. You might be dealing, you know, intellectually, you might be dealing with a lot of questions in your mind that have come up because of this connection, of this situation you're finding yourself in, where you're physically attracted, but you're feeling an emptiness on the emotional side that may be making you think a lot of deep thoughts about what it means to be a human, what it means to be in relationships, what does it mean to be you know, attracted and connected physically, emotionally, socially with other human beings. Let's see if there's another layer of guidance here in the Line Strider Tarot for you, Aries. This week, you have the Page of Pentacles. This is an energy of knowing what you want and going after it. And the Hermit, which is about staying to yourself and thinking about the deep meanings of everything and trying to find knowledge and withdrawing. So interesting. You are of two minds, Aries. You're kind of torn and you're being pulled in a couple of different directions here. Because that page is really, you know, it's reflecting this desire in this Ace of Wands. That Page of Pentacles is about ambition and wanting to go after what you want, working diligently, right? The same hard work element from that Knight of Pentacles is carried forward here in the page, except that you have a little bit more direction, a little bit more ambition. So this is hard work and just doing what needs doing, focusing on the day-to-day. This is, all right, that's good enough, but I know exactly what I want, and I'm going to go get it. But then this is, I need to stay by myself and think for a while. I need to figure things out. So what does that mean? You're fighting with yourself here. You're fighting with yourself because you have this ambition, this desire to go after something. But you're thinking all these thoughts about, well, what does that mean? Because I'm also really sad because I want this emotional connection and I don't have it. And I really, really want this physical connection. That would make me happy. I would enjoy that. But every time I think about what would happen if I got it, I start to think about the fact that I don't know if I want it without the other part. So you're in your head. You're in your head, Aries. You got a lot going on. You got a lot of thinking to do this week, maybe. Try, maybe, just once in a while during the week to just enjoy this, because this is a great feeling. And I really feel like maybe this is a temporary thing. It just isn't there yet. That doesn't mean it's not going to be there later. Try not to overthink. I know. It's not always possible to avoid the overthinking. I surrender to a power greater than me. This is your guidance coming out of the Oracle deck. You can think all you want and make yourself miserable, or you can surrender. You can surrender your overthinking and trust. And I know, as an Aries, you very much want to do, and it's confusing for you to have this sort of internal emergency brake being pulled all the time because you're thinking about this. Try not to think. Try to just feel. Give that a shot. See if that would work this week. Because I think that there could be some really enjoyable moments in your week, Aries, if you can. I think that's what I have for you this week. I hope that that is useful. Thank you so much for letting me read for you. It's always a pleasure. Thank you for the likes, shares, and subscribes. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please consider doing so, because every like, share, and subscribe helps the channel grow and get these messages out to more folks that they could help. And I really appreciate that so much. I hope you have a great week, Aries. We'll see you next time. Blessings.